Okay, people, I am doing a different kind of video today because it's part cooking and part harvesting. So I am going to harvest some cucumbers from the garden and show you guys how to make a drink that I usually make in the summertime. It's awesome, cucumber water. So let's get to it. Cucumbers, like I said before, have been coming in like crazy. You'll see what I mean in a second here. I might need to adjust the angle on the camera, which I'm doing now. Yeah, come on. So you have an idea of what I'm dealing with. Cucumbers all over the place. So I'm going to harvest a few of them. I don't need them all, but I need to do a harvest because, let me adjust the camera again. Okay, maybe that'll be better. Because some of them, the ends are touching the ground in there. And those will start to rot over time. So let me move some of these vines out of the way and stop attacking me. Stop. And yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and start taking some of these. So let's do that one. You can see the size of these things. They're almost 12 inches long, and they have come in thick and fast. Sorry with all this. I'm trying to use a chest rig here on the camera so that I can use both hands to do this. Let's see, can I do that? Oh, yes, I can. See, huge. So, and I'm going to move some of them. So they're not touching the ground, so that's just resting there. Some of them I'm not going to be able to save, but other ones I should be able to. This one's a massive one too. Cut. How big is that one in the back there? What? Holy flip. Funny thing is with cucumbers, you don't see them for a while and you think it's okay, and then the next day they're massive. I think I mentioned this before. I'm definitely going to plant more of these next year because they've done so well. Hopefully they taste as good as they look, but I'm pretty sure they will. Hey. Okay, dig in here. Yeah, there's a massive one over here. Take that as well. Yoink. Really huge. And there's one guy casually. It's going to be blocked with the camera as I reach in here to get it. This guy is kind of bent in there, so, but he's doing good. I think we're good on the rest of them. So that's one. How much do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 6 cucumber. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, as you can see overall, garden's still doing well. Were these the backup ones? Yeah, these were the backup eggplant. If all goes well and we still have great weather, we're going to have a boatload of eggplant to harvest. These were the originals. Doing well. I don't see any fruit setting yet, but still doing well. Tomatoes. You can see, I'm not going to touch them this time. Last time I touched them and it dropped off. You can see some there. Cherry tomatoes are all over the place. There's some there. This one has tomatoes as well. I'm pretty sure now that this is the Morande because these have like a quilted skin, or I think it's called quilted. Let me do some quick pruning here because this is really wild here. Take you off too, if for nothing else, just so you can see what I'm talking about. That comes out. Okay, so if you get in there, you can see how it's ribbed. That's the word I want to use. See how it's ribbed? That's the Morande type of tomato. Oh, there's even a better shot. See all those under there? Can you see those? Yeah, you can see those. You can see how they're ribbed. So it's a beefsteak variety. Once again, does really good in the garden. And it's really kind of squat and ribbed. These are the Caymans, and you can see the difference, how like they're just rounded like a typical tomato. So there you go. I still need to build that compost, but we'll talk about that later. And more of the cherry tomatoes. So we're getting a bunch of those. Pepper's still doing well. Haven't been able to harvest yet. I'll give you an update on, of course, the watermelon. It's going to pain me, but I'm going to have to cut back a bunch of these vines, and some fruit are going to be sacrificed. But when I was going through, there was like 14 of them, so it's okay. Some need to go for the benefits of those guys. I'm hoping you can see those guys in there. That is about the size of a softball. That's about the size of a tennis ball. So they're good sizes that are going on. Still haven't found anything in the cantaloupe patch. Still tons of flowers. There were two fruit in there before, but I haven't gone through to see how they are. Who knows? If we're lucky, I might go through and they'll be like, one of them will be this big, but I don't know for sure. But anywho, let's go back inside and I'm going to show you how to make some cucumber water. You have to trust me on this. It tastes much better than it sounds. Okay, we're back inside. So cucumber water, you may or may not have heard of it. It's actually surprisingly refreshing. It's one of those drinks that they talk about when you go to a spa, as you wait in the spa, the whole spa experience. Yeah, I've kind of modified the plain recipe, because the plain recipe is literally just water that's infused with cucumber slices. This one is going to be a bit sweet, but it's also going to taste really good. So you're going to need 2 cucumbers, 3 lemons, and 4 liters of water. I'll let you do the math if you only have a 2-liter jug or 1-liter jug to pare it down, but a big 4-liter jug, 2 cucumbers, and 4 lemons will do you good. I am going to rinse these off. So something interesting about the cucumbers, because I've never grown them before, they are very prickly. They have like very fine thorns on them. They're not sharp enough to get in your fingers, but it feels kind of freaky in your hand. So keep that in mind if you've never grown cucumbers before. Okay, so what we're going to do, put away the knife, no one dies. Take out the bigger knife. So, yes, so what we're going to do, we're going to slice up the cucumbers. To make my life a little bit easier, you could slice these up by hand, but I have a food processor that I'm going to use, so it'll go much faster. And yeah, why not make life simpler? Put those aside, and I'm just going to put them in half. Actually, I'll see how this goes, because I usually do slice up by hand. So if I don't like how thin this is, then I will, when I put it through a food processor, then I won't do that anymore. So yeah, so let's take this out here, put those in there, and yeah, it's going to get noisy, so hold on to your hats. And it's not plugged in. It's plugged in now. I'm going to slice. I'm just going to take a quick look at that. Oh, actually, that's good. So yeah, a lot faster if you have the food processor out and set up already. Otherwise, just do it by hand. So food there goes in there. Awesome. There we go. I'm going to take that off and put that there. There we go. So I'm going to dump this now into the jug. Awesome. Now, it's ideal to make this up ahead of time. So you just slice up your cucumbers, put it in the water in the jug, and let it sit overnight. 24, even 48 hours you can go. After you've done that, because by then the flavor of the cucumber will really have infused water. After that, you can add your sugar and your lemons. Because you're supposed to slice up some lemons and put in here, along with lemon juice. If you slice up the lemons, put it in here, and let this sit for 24 to 48 hours, it will impart a slightly bitter taste to the cucumber water, which you may not like. So keep that in mind. Since I have the food processor out, I'm just going to, might as well slice up the lemon the same way. So I'm just going to give it a little rub. Once again, sorry about the camera shake. Take off the little nubs at the end here. And then put it in the machine. Slice, slice, slice. There we go. So much faster than I could slice. That's awesome. So like I said, if you are going to let this soak for 24 or 48 hours, don't put in your lemon slices. But I'm doing this for show right now, so lemon slices are going in. Awesome. Now we also need the juice of 2 lemons. So one of the lemons is for kind of for show in the mix, and the other lemons are for the actual juice. There we go. Squeeze that in. It's fine if you get pulp in there. It just adds to the flavor. That's awesome. That's 1/2. I also noticed that the cucumbers that I got have seeds in it. It doesn't really make a difference with the juice, but if you want like a pretty display, like when it's being served, the English cucumbers that have the wrapping on it, I believe they're seedless. So for presentation purposes, that might be better. The other thing you could do if you have, like I do, the cucumbers with the seeds in it, when you're serving it, just pour it through a strainer so it gets out all those chunks, and then you add the slices of the cucumber and a slice of lemon in the glass that you're serving it with. And there you go. So is that 2? Yep, that's 2 lemons. Awesome. So the next thing you need is a cup of sugar. Of course, all this information is going to be in the description down below. But like I said, it's a dead easy recipe. You might thinking a cup of sugar, holy smokes, that's a lot of sugar. Remember, we have 4 liters of water here, so it's really not that much. And you're not expected to sit down and drink this all yourself, although you could because it's that good. I'm going to put this in here, and I'm using some boiling water to dilute the sugar. Because, let me just pour that in, awesome. just to make sure it gets mixed out, you put the sugar in the cold water. As you probably know, it'll be a while before it disappears and you'll be stirring forever. This way it melts out faster. You don't have part of your drink not really sweet because the sugar's on the bottom and it hasn't been mixed in or incorporated properly. So a little bit of boiling water here. There we go. Don't hear the sugar anymore. And then I just pour that in there. So because I used a food processor, the slices are a bit thinner. So this looks like a lot of cucumbers, but trust me, 2 cucumbers, the juice of 2 lemons, and 1 sliced up lemon. You could put another sliced up one, depending on the size of your lemon. You could put another sliced up one if you want, and you're good to go. I am just going to top this off with a little bit more water. Awesome. And that is it. Like I said, this stuff tastes great. I usually make it in the summertime. My daughters love it. It doesn't usually stay in the fridge for very long. If you're serving this at a party and you go through all of the juice already, like you just made it that day or the day before or whatever, and you go through all the juice already, you can top it off with more water and then adjust with a little bit more sugar to adjust the taste, and it will still be great. Because I'm going to make it look nice and fancy. So I'm just going to... You obviously don't need to do this, but if you have people coming over, you might as well dress up the glass with the cucumber and a slice of lemon. There you go. See? And then you just pour your juice in. If you really want to get fancy, you can rim the glass with some white and brown sugar mixed together. It gives it a presentation. But anyways, there you go. Cucumber water. Great stuff. Pretty sure it's healthy too. And there we go. So I'll probably do a couple more videos similar to this with harvest from the garden and what you can do with it in the kitchen. It's another thing that we can do on the channel just to give you ideas instead of just, yay, vegetables, now what? That type of thing. That's it, people. Enjoy your cucumber water. Have a great day.